Okay, be honest with me. How often are you on TikTok? The chances are your answer is a lot. Now look, I'm not gonna be too hard on you because I completely understand. I'm on TikTok a lot as well, or not as much as most people, but I do say that I am on there quite a bit. Here's the problem though. If you're on there for too long, it might have a negative influence on your relationship standards. So I pretty much think that the best way I can explain this to you is if I go on TikTok myself, straight up, I got my phone right here. I'm just gonna scroll through my For You page and I'm just going to see what type of relationship TikToks I come across. And honestly, for the most part, they're probably gonna be negative. Let's be honest here, okay? That's just how TikTok is. Let's see what happens. Reminder, if they liked you once, they can like you again. Alright, this seems like a promising one. If you walk past a tree twice in the forest, you're lost. Okay. I guess kind of facts, right? But the hawk too. What? Think like Socrates. Okay, nice. That was a good relationship TikTok. What is this guy talking about? What is going on? What the hell is going on? Alright, this is a classic one. It's kind of crazy, but when you're going through a breakup or something, TikTok for some reason loves throwing these type of videos on your For You page. Just trying to get through to your insecurities, which kind of sucks, man. You know, you're trying to move on from this person and here's TikTok's algorithm just going crazy and freaking stomping on your heart, right? But here's a video or the picture. So it's always going to be like just some guy flexing, right? Posting like a cool picture he took. It's actually 3 pictures that he took. The first one is saying, why haven't you given up on her yet? Because Bob Marley once said, alright, classic, they're like, okay, this famous person once said, if she's amazing, she won't be easy. If she's easy, she won't be amazing. If she's worth it, you won't give up. If you give up, you're not worthy. Truth is, everybody is going to hurt you. You just have to find the one worth hurting for. Honestly, I'm not too sure what to say about this. I'm not even sure if Bob Marley actually said that. He didn't really cite it or anything. You know, as the famous Kanye West once said, this ain't cheddar, it's a quiche. That's a hard TikTok right there. I'll be honest. If I made a TikTok like that, it's gotta go viral. But it's like, I don't know. Maybe I don't have enough relationship experience. But yeah, you got your ups and downs and everything, but it's not really the best advice to be receiving when you're trying to get over somebody. Honestly, the best advice I would give is just, if that person did hurt you, move on. And if they want to make it right in the future, then okay, see where it goes from there. But don't go with this mentality that, okay, she's worth hurting for, because no, you deserve so much better and you deserve somebody that respects you and won't willingly hurt you. And if they do hurt you, they make it right away. So don't believe this bullshit. Move on and do your thing, unless the person makes it right. Then that's a whole different conversation. I mean, that's still up to you. I'm not sure what your whole situation is, okay? Don't listen to me. Don't listen to TikTok. Listen to yourself and your intuition. Maybe your friends. Friends are usually right sometimes, most of the times. All right, guys, I scrolled a bit too much on TikTok. Honestly, I couldn't find anything else. In the past, I have seen a couple videos, and I do want to talk to you about them. I remember seeing this one video where it was like a talk show, right? Or it was like a dating show. There was one lady sitting across the table, then a guy sitting across the table from her. They were talking. This guy was pretty much rizzing her up. She was giggling and everything, and on first glance I was like, man, this guy, he's got it, man. This is actually really sweet, you know, like it's 2 people really getting to know each other. They're really vibing out, and the dude pretty much asks her out on a date, and that's it. That's the whole video. You go to the comment section and it just sort of blows my mind how everybody's saying that they don't trust this guy, that this guy's a master manipulator, he's too smooth, that he's gonna break her heart. And it's just, to me, it's mind-blowing, because I don't understand how you would get that from a video of 2 people just being on a date and vibing. I don't understand that at all. It's bizarre to me. Kind of sucks, because it's like the more you're engaging with these comment sections and the more you're seeing this stuff, the more you're starting to think, okay, yeah, that's true. Maybe this guy is a and he's just gonna break her heart. The funny thing is that I did some research on this, and this couple, they ended up getting married like 2 years after the video came out, right? So it's kind of funny. All right, so enough of me yapping. I know you want to sort of dive into this topic and see what I'm trying to tell you. So what are the different ways that TikTok can influence your perception on relationships? Well, let me tell you. The first one, it can really exaggerate what love is. The thing is, many TikToks show an exaggerated version version of love. And what people don't understand is that people do this for hits, right? It's like nobody's gonna watch a TikTok about my boyfriend takes me on a nice dinner at a cool Asian restaurant. That's completely boring. Nobody wants to watch that. But what people do want to watch is my boyfriend rents out a Lamborghini and takes me to the beach and does this and does that. Just these grand romantic gestures. Maybe I'm over exaggerating a little bit, but you do understand what I'm trying to say. And you can see how this could be a problem if you're constantly seeing this on your feed and you're constantly seeing this in front of you. You're going to start questioning, am I doing enough for my partner? Is my partner doing enough for me? Because we don't have this like spark and this love. We're not doing these great gestures for us. And I think that's just super unhealthy because people are completely different. You know, there's people that maybe they don't appreciate grand romantic gestures. They don't like that. But you could still have a healthy relationship. You can still surprise your partner in great ways without doing these grand romantic gestures. I've also known people in the past where they've had relationship problems because of this. Maybe they've seen a video on TikTok or something and now they're starting to question their partner's love for them or their partner's spontaneity. The partner's spontaneity. If you see the same thing over and over again, you're gonna start comparing yourself to your experiences in life, and you're like, hey, this is not what I'm receiving. There's something wrong in this relationship. And I'm here to tell you that you need to get that out of your head because that is not true. You should appreciate your partner for everything they do for you. And even if it's a small gesture, maybe I'm just taking my girl out to dinner or something, and that's a gesture to be appreciated. I feel like I would definitely appreciate small gestures from my significant other as well. So definitely something to counteract this. You could keep watching and consuming this content, but keep your mind open and don't compare yourself to these people because most of the time this stuff is artificial. I'll be honest with you, it is not real. People updo this type of stuff just because it looks good on camera. I said it, okay? Here, I said it. I'm just being honest with you because I care for you and your well-being in your relationship. So apply a healthy mindset and you'll be fine. And that sort of brings me to my next topic. Seeing the type of things that I just discussed about on TikTok, it can really push you to want to pursue your relationship a little bit further. Maybe pushing unrealistic milestones. And I don't think that's healthy. Seeing people have these huge milestones in the relationship, huge success, you could really start comparing yourself to these experiences, and it really causes yourself to downplay your own experiences. You're starting to see a trend. The more you see stuff like this on TikTok, the more you start comparing yourself, and the more you start comparing yourself, the unhappier you are in the long run. And that's just how it is, because the baseline is that comparing yourself to others is not going to make you happy at all. Crazy statement, right? But it is completely true. When people are always seeing others on TikTok or other social media hitting huge milestones in their relationships, you're going to start comparing yourself and start saying, okay, maybe I'm not moving too fast in my relationship. Maybe I should be in this position, this amount of time into my relationship. And I think that's completely bogus. Okay, everybody goes at their own pace, and it's completely unhealthy to want to push these boundaries just because you see other people getting married early. The thing is, I'm going to drop a huge fact bomb on you, okay? These are different people and different experiences. And what I just said earlier, this could also be fabricated content. This could be completely fake. You never know if maybe they're just getting married for views. I've seen that happen before. So yeah, maybe consume this content. That's what you want to do. I suggest you don't. But if that's what you want to do, consume the content. But keep that open mind and just sort of move at your own pace in whatever relationship you're in, and no matter the length of it. Don't let yourself be influenced by these publicity stunts, which in often case they are. Okay, my third and my biggest point in this whole video, right? I relate to this the most, okay? I'll be honest with you. The biggest thing that screws with your perception of relationships is videos on TikTok often normalize being toxic. And honestly, that's not a good thing at all, okay? Look, you shouldn't glorify being toxic. You shouldn't normalize toxic behavior. This is behavior that you should really work on and try to improve. If you are constantly toxic in relationships and you're constantly chasing toxicity, you're never going to find fulfillment in your relationships, because that's just not what a healthy relationship consists of. Toxicity doesn't help with anything at all. I saw this one TikTok. I hate how I don't have it. I should have saved it. I should have saved it. But I saw this one TikTok where pretty much this lady, she was sitting at a table, dressed up all nice and everything, had a dress on, and basically she was putting her phone down, hand to her face like this, right? Face palm. Pretty much the caption said, when he posts like a baddie on Instagram. Now, me as the freaking boomer that doesn't really go on TikTok, I was like, what does this mean, man? How can a guy post like a baddie on Instagram? And I opened the comments, as most curious people on TikTok do, and I start scrolling and I see all these women that are saying, yeah, that is so true. When he has a profile picture, or when he posts really good looking pictures of himself, or when he posts selfies on his story, they're like, oh, this is a huge red flag. If he has an aesthetic feed, no, that's a no-go. Like, I want my guy to like not have any posts, no profile pictures. I'm like, dude, I'm thinking to myself, first of all, I'm cooked, okay? I'll be honest, I enjoy having an aesthetic Instagram feed, okay? I like showing off a little bit. I go on a lot of trips. I really enjoy what I do for work. I feel like I take care of myself a lot, so I do want to show that off as well. So I said, okay, you know what? Maybe I do have a little bit of an aesthetic page, in my opinion. So I might be cooked on this front. And two, I just thought about how ridiculous that was. I can't believe it's gotten to a point where people think that another person that has a aesthetic page like that, that's a huge walking red flag. I cannot believe that at all. I think that was bizarre and that was insane. That's just another thing that goes into normalizing this behavior. Instead of people correcting it and saying, okay, that's not really something that should bother you at all. It's just another person showing off their life. People are saying that's a red flag, and you should completely drop any guy that has an aesthetic Instagram. That's just one example that really blew me away. I've seen others, but basically what I'm trying to say is any sort of toxic personality trait or any sort of toxic behavior, I do believe that you need to fix this, or else you're not going to find yourself in a fulfilling relationship at all. Instead of blaming other people for the reason why you can't find yourself in a good relationship or you can't find the one you're looking for, you should really look within yourself and fix these traits. Toxicity isn't healthy, and I know it kind of sucks because nowadays a lot of people are toxic and it's a lot easier being toxic to attract the other person, but it's just, you're not going to find yourself in a good relationship. Instead of us normalizing toxic behavior, I do believe that it would be a lot better if we start normalizing taking care of these toxic behaviors, working on our insecurities, getting ourselves out there and start being better people. I think that's definitely something that we need to start normalizing on TikTok especially. I know if you're on this channel, you're watching this video, you've gotten this far, I know you're a good person and you really want to improve on yourself. And this is something that I personally ask of you, is whenever you see videos like this, discard them, don't pay any attention to them, but instead try to push the narrative that it's good to be doing healthy behaviors in relationships. There's nothing wrong with wanting something healthy and not being toxic at all, not being manipulative, not doing anything toxic to get the other person's attention, but instead showing healthy behavior and being considerate of the other person's feelings. I think that's definitely something we need to start normalizing. Alright guys, that was my 3 reasons on why TikTok can be changing your standards for relationships, maybe in a bad way. Anyways, I've been Mark. Drop a comment, let me know what you think. I know I've said a lot of things and maybe there's some relationship gurus out there that could really weigh in and just let me know what's up. Anyways, don't forget to like and subscribe, comment, and stay tuned for my next videos. Catch you later.